on your face when you're moving from place to place. Good morning, good morning, morning, good morning, morning.
Good morning, everyone, and we are back on Tobago Updates Youth Wednesdays. We are joined this morning as we continue our program with Miss Serena Stevens once again to tell us a little bit about her new collection upcoming that will be presented, and of course the artistic director for Makin Style,
Indeed.
Mr. Christopher Nathan. Welcome to the show this morning, guys.
Thank you.
Are we ready to begin? I know you are very excited about the interview once again. Serena was with us before. She is with us once again, as I said. Could you reintroduce yourself to our viewers?
Sure. So, my name is Serena Stevens. My designer's name is Athena Sydney Liz. I am 15 years old. I attend Harman School of Seventh-day Adventists, and I want to be a world-renowned fashion designer.
Right. So you are 15 years old and you attend Harman and you are on your third collection?
Yes.
Right. So how do you find the time for this, ma'am?
Time management. As much as school is a lot, especially at the level I'm at, I always find time to do it, because when I'm in school, I do all my homework in school most of the times. Yes.
That's a discipline, because I couldn't do it, to be quite honest.
Well, once you have a goal, right, you would literally find time like I did. So I do all my homework in school, and then after school, I will take a break, and then I'll find time to design and sew up designs.
This is right after the homework. So you sew in school as well sometimes?
I want to start, but not as yet.
Okay. All right. So you told me that your designer's name is Sydney Athena Liz?
Athena Sydney Liz.
Athena Sydney Liz.
Right.
All right. Could you explain to us how you came about this name,
Right.
what inspired it?
Okay, so Athena was a goddess of wisdom and war, and I really liked it. So I was like, oh my god, I love the name Athena. It just sounds flashy. Sydney was the name of, well, the name my mom wanted to name me at first. And that is the Eiffel Tower of, well, the capital of Australia. And I was like, you know what, I'm taking the name too. And Liz is more for animation, because I love animation at this point.
Okay. All right. Okay, so you had your first collection, then your second collection that was featured at the Bell Garden Multipurpose Center, right? So tell us a little bit about the second collection that you had. What inspired it? You know, what was included?
Okay, so from my first collection that I had at the King's Foundation, I was inspired to do a second collection, but with the new journey I'm on. So the second collection was about how I was on this journey, and I wanted to do different aspects like swimwear, sportswear, evening wear, casual wear, and it had several sections. And it was just to express what I view different clothing as. Yeah.
All right. So tell me about the third collection, the third upcoming collection. Or is it a secret? We have
It
to
is a
wait.
secret for now. You'll have to wait a few months.
All right. Okay. All right. So I go to you, Mr. Nathan. All right. Could you tell us a little bit about the Youth Development and Empowerment Initiative?
Okay. So I have a company called Cocoa Velvet International Fashion and Model Management, which was established in 1997. So it's an old company based in Woodbrook, Port of Spain. We moved Cocoa Velvet to Tobago in 2019. Having retired, I've come to Tobago to retire. But I decided that while I'm here, I'd make myself useful and continue our youth development initiative at Cocoa Velvet International. Our mission is to discover and develop young talent for the fashion industry. And we have done so over the years with the Cocoa Velvet International Fashion Workshop in Trinidad, which has developed over 1,000 youths for jobs, mostly secondary school students. So when I came here to Tobago, I approached the Secretary for Education, Research and Technology, Mr. Risha Hackett, and asked permission to go to the secondary schools to recruit trainees for this workshop. And I got permission. So I went to 6 secondary schools. The principals were very helpful and accommodating, and interacted with over 3,000 students, out of which we selected 350 students for the workshop. Of course, we couldn't accommodate. Indeed, so we couldn't accommodate 350 students. So in fact, we did interviews and we selected 130 students who were really passionate about fashion careers, and they have been involved in a workshop sponsored by the THA Division of Community Development, Youth Development and Sport, and the Office of the Prime Minister Sport and Culture Fund. And the venue sponsor, of course, Tobago Library Services, the Scarborough Library. So the workshop has been there at the Scarborough Library since October 31st. It ends on the 31st of January. And we decided that these youths need to show what they have learned during the workshop. So that is where Making Style came about. Making Style Tobago is a fashion presentation show where the youths will be able to display all the skills that they have learned during the workshop. And Serena, being one of our fashion design trainees, will be presenting this collection that you're talking about, this third collection. Apart from that, we approached the Miss Trinidad and Tobago, Miss World Trinidad and Tobago organization for some of our participants to participate in a Miss Tobago beauty pageant. So 14 of the participants from the workshop are competing for the right to represent Tobago at the next Miss World Trinidad and Tobago pageant. That is also part of Making Style program. Serena has been selected to design one of the gowns for the delegates.
Wow, congratulations, Serena. All right, so you mentioned that you went to several high schools, 3,000 students that belong to 350 students, right? When I saw Serena's designs, I was very shocked. I was taken aback. 15 years old and she's so creative at such a young age.
Indeed.
So what were your first thoughts when you saw Serena's creative artwork?
Right, so she invited me to the presentation at the Bell Garden, and I was really amazed at the quality of the work. I advised her because one of the things that a lot of young designers do is try to create everything on the kitchen sink. So I advised her to edit and to focus on one market or one or two markets so that she cannot dilute her talent. People don't know this, but I am the founder of the Caribbean Academy of Fashion and Design at the University of Trinidad and Tobago.
Oh, wow.
I set it up for the government back in 2006. And I worked with the University of Trinidad and Tobago for 5 years as the program administrator. So I'm accustomed to recruiting new students for the Bachelor of Fine Arts in Fashion Design program, and I've encouraged her to go the full gamut and enroll at UTT to study fashion for a Bachelor of Fine Arts in Fashion Design. Before that, of course, she has to finish school, and then she may do she may do a 1 year program at YTEP. YTEP now has a fashion design course here in Tobago at Bishop's High School, and it is facilitated by Daniel Clark, the creative director of Fluorescent Black. So it's good for her to get an introduction to the course before she enrolls in the full degree program, and that way she will learn the fundamentals of fashion design, which will be like pattern drafting, draping techniques, how to sew properly, and also fashion illustration. So while we did give her an introduction at the youth workshop, she's going to continue training to become a professional fashion designer.
All right, so this is information for Serena herself. So you need to finish school before you head on to that. And for those of our viewers viewing who want to get into the fashion industry. Yes, well, we are wrapping up this interview. Unfortunately, it has to be cut short. We are privileged to hear about the latest piece that you have mentioned that we will see on the Tobago
Making Style, the 4th of February.
Style, 4th of February,
at the Shop Park Complex.
Could you tell us a little bit about where we will see this piece and what inspired Serena? So,
Okay, so on the 21st and the 4th of February, I think, right, we will have the gown being shown and the line from last year as well. I was inspired by mostly like Winnie Fitzwilliams, who was the first Miss Trinidad and Tobago, and I was just like, you know what, I want something simple and just to show that, you know, I'm inspired by others, not only my environment. Yes.
so we can see this elegant gown
Yes.
in the Tobago.
Well, actually, the gown will be presented at the finals only, which is the 4th of February at the Shop Park Complex at Makin Style. That's the finals of Miss Trinidad, Miss Tobago.
Right.
So that is how we will view the gown
Right,
when
as
we look
well-
at Miss Tobago's finals.
Right, as well as the collection will be presented during the Tobago collections at Makin Style on the 4th of February. The tickets are only $30 because it's a youth initiative. We want to encourage all the students to come out and support their classmates at Makin Style. Tickets are available at the Shop Park Complex box office and Comfort Inn and Suites front office.
Serena, I will try to be in that front row looking at your lovely face as you bring out your new designs.
Thank you.
All right, so thank you so much, viewers, for joining us. Thank you, Mr. Christopher Nathan and Miss Serena Stevens, or Athena Sydney Liz. I got it
Right.
correct
You got
this
it
time.
correct.
Yes. Thank you so much for joining us on our Youth Wednesday Tobago Update Show. We continue on this morning with Good Morning Tobago with Miss Candice Jackson. As we continue on, we encourage you to share the live, share the live, share the live.